Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here, Angela.
And it's time for your Yee Tea. And make sure y'all go to thejasminebrand.com.
Absolutely.
All right, you have an entertainment site that actually has a lot of exclusives, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's start it off with Travis Scott. He is now fully cooperating with authorities. He was in court on Monday answering questions about the Astro World Festival incident. You know, that happened in 2021.
I know. I was just trying to think when this actually happened. It seems like it was longer ago, but I guess that's only 2 years ago.
To me, it felt like it was like not as long.
Really?
Yeah, but they said his deposition was a typical legal procedure. He was there for 8 hours.
Sheesh.
Fully cooperating. And the event, you guys remember, this was November 5th. So that's really literally like it's almost November now.
Yeah.
And that's when concert goers started to kind of really get congested at the front of the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then, according to local authorities, an attendee claimed that people were getting stepped on and jumping the fence. And then Travis Scott and Drake, who was a special guest, continued to perform, even though there was an ongoing stampede. So this is the first time, by the way, that he has answered questions officially from lawyers regarding the incident that left 10 people dead and several hundred injured. But I feel like it definitely changed a lot as far as the way that artists interact with their audience when you see something happening, just being taking more care.
Yeah.
Stopping the show, making sure everybody's safe. If anything, that's something that I feel like people are a lot more mindful of now than they ever have been in the past.
This was such a tragic accident that happened. So, yeah.
All right, so they're going to see, in June, a grand jury was convened to see if he and other Astro World planners should face criminal charges, but no official charges have been filed, just so you guys know.
Okay.
All right, now a man in Connecticut in Westport pleaded guilty, and that is in a $2 million scheme defrauding 50 Cent's business. Y'all know 50 don't play about his money,
At
so
all.
I don't know who decided that
this was a good idea, right?
But this man was selling champagne and cognac at artificially inflated wholesale prices. His name is Mitchell E. Greene. He's 44 years old. He pleaded guilty on wire fraud charges on Monday in federal court in Newark, New Jersey. But apparently, he was supposed to negotiate the best deals possible for his employer. But he set up secret side deals to inflate what 50 Cent was paying so that he could get millions of dollars in kickbacks.
Okay.
So he ended up getting about $2 million in kickbacks.
It's a lot of kickbacks.
Mm-hmm. And this is all between June of 2017 and February of 2020. He worked outside agreements with 2 French distilleries to get these kickbacks to a limited liability company that he created called Q Brands Consulting. Now, that company paid out nearly $15 million for champagne and cognac, and he ended up keeping about $2.2 million in his pocket secretly that he called, quote, agency fees.
Okay.
Now, Greene did file for bankruptcy earlier this year. Sire Spirits is contesting his appeal for a stay on paying any amounts because he has his bankruptcy case. And so the spirits company that 50 has, Sire Spirits, they were awarded $6.2 million in damages.
Interesting. Doesn't 50 have a son named Sire? Okay, got it. That's cute.
Yeah, so it's named after his son.
Okay.
All right, and lastly, there is a Behind the Crime limited series from Dan Abrams that's going to be on Tubi.
Okay.
And the first episode is focused on Nipsey Hussle's murder. So this is basically a law and crime, Behind the Crime series. It launches, or it just launched, actually yesterday.
Okay, September 20th.
Yeah, so if you can check it out and see that episode, I'm sure that's hard for a lot of people to watch.
Absolutely.
But Law and Crime President Rachel Stockman said we are excited to partner with Tubi on this incredible series, which will take viewers right inside the heart of these emotional, gripping true crime stories.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss things that went down last night. And it's always pretty interesting to see what everybody was doing last night. Okay. You guys can always hit us on social media at Way Up With Yee and tell us about your last night. It's Way Up With Yee.